I like that you're. I may have said this to you before, but you're almost like the Forrest Gump of wrestling. You seem to be at all these pivotal points in other people's careers as well. As well.
Well, I was there for him, there for Undertaker, Kane, there for him.
Sting, Ultimate Warrior. You probably won't.
Well,
Thank me for
I
bringing up
didn't,
Warrior.
well, that's a whole different story, but I was there for them. And I wanted to tell them, guys, as of right now, you have zero chance to make a friggin' nickel in this business the way you are. What I was trying to tell them is, guys, you need work and a lot of it. And you need to go out there and they finally got that push is when they got to, I think Warrior went to Texas.
Hmm.
But see, you can only do so much with so little. And they probably carved out a piece that what worked. His matches were never long because he'd blow up. He would see weightlifters were not necessarily, they weren't in shape. They were in weightlifting shape, but not wrestling shape. So, and then when he got to WWF with Vince, Vince saw the body, saw the gimmick, Ultimate Warrior. Well, we can do something with them. And he molded Warrior into what he entered the Hall of Fame on. Everything Warrior did was picked apart. His matches were all under 10, 6, 7, 8 minutes.
Oh,
They weren't long.
if that. I mean, until he started wrestling Rick Rude, who could guide him to longer than 3 minutes. Do you know? You actually reminded me of something that I want to bring up. I interviewed Ken Shamrock a few weeks ago, and he said that he had a tryout match with the WWF in 1989. He lost to Barry Horowitz. And he said when he was coming back through gorilla position, he saw that I think Ultimate Warrior was the match before him. And when he came back through gorilla, he found Ultimate Warrior on a chair, sort of breathing really hard, and then he passed out and collapsed on the floor.
Yep.
Did that happen around you?
Did he collapse? No, but he was. See, we had longer matches in Memphis. And that's why we put him in a tag match, because at least if the match was 10 minutes, at most he could do 5. And he was having trouble doing that. Sting was in better shape, not that much better, because he was all puffed up and blown up. I mean, blown out. So, and that surprised me about them. These guys, they preach all this getting in shape and doing, and they can't hardly, it might blow them up to walk to the ring. And Vince, he knew his capabilities. He at least could look at him and realize that. So he needed help. And that's what made those, what they call enhancement talent. That's what made them so valuable. You couldn't put him in like SmackDown does today. See, they wouldn't hire an Ultimate Warrior today. Because if he can't go out there and go 10, 15 on his own, they're not going to rearrange everything on their card to fit that. And I can understand that. But no, he never passed out on me. I may have passed out on him a time or two trying to watch him. And I was going, oh, God, let me get out of here. And I would tell him, hey, don't go more than 8 minutes. 8 minutes. That's like in a house show, a live event. Your first matches should go about under 10. But always put your first match on with 2 guys who can bang it, who can really burn it. You put 2 guys on that don't burn it and they just walk around and huff and puff, that puts your crowd in a bad mood. And then unless your other matches follow that, but they may never have gotten over the first one. So put one of your best high flyingest matches on first, warm that crowd up so you can see what they can do. And then usually you put your, what I call the Drek, you put your Drek on second. And that's where Warrior and Sting found themselves most of the time in the second match.